Hi, I'm Cynthia Kahn, founder of Amused Now, and I'm here today with Pamela Steebler, recording artist. Hey, Pamela.
Hi Cynthia, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Awesome.
So I'm having you on the show today because you're right in the middle of a Kickstarter campaign for your debut EP. Tell us about that project.
I will. I'm so excited about this. This is a Kickstarter campaign, so for people who don't know what Kickstarter is, it's a crowdsourcing website where you post a project and you get the people to pledge for you. You put in a goal. My goal is 6,500, and people can give as much as they want, and for every amount they give, there's a reward. So with music, is something that works out really well. It's that it becomes a pre-sale of the project, of the album, of the song. So in my project, if you give $3, you'll get to download the first song. If you give $8, you get to download the whole album when it's ready. So I'm so excited about it. It's going to be 5 original songs that I wrote, some alone, some with some friends. I'm so excited for it.
That sounds awesome. Well, this is your first debut EP and people may not know you very well, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your musical background?
Well, I was born in Canada and I grew up in Brazil, but my dad always loved rock and roll, Beatles, Stones, Bee Gees. So I grew up listening to rock music. Um, not all rock, a lot of James Taylor, a lot of Carole King, Bee Gees, and I grew up listening to that. So with that, uh, I developed a taste in music, I think. And in my teen years, when I started singing really young, but I started singing in bands and everything when I was a teenager, and I was listening to Christina Aguilera, everything that the teens of the 90s listened to. Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, and I developed my voice that way. So today, it's a little bit of the pop voice with the rock and roll music. So that's what my music's about.
Oh, okay. Because when I was listening to it, I thought you had a little bit of jazz in there, and I thought that you were a little bit of a mix of jazz and blues. So how would you,
Really?
yeah, so how would you describe it, your sound? What's your sound like?
I actually get that a lot. Just because I've always loved soul music. So I try to incorporate that in my voice. That's what I love singing, just music that touches people's hearts. And maybe that's how the jazz came in.
So, where can people hear you play?
So I play all around New England. So if you go to my website, it's PamelaSteebler.com. If you go to my Facebook page, I mean, if you want to see me, you can't miss me. I'm all over the place. And there's the dates and the places where I play and the times where I play all over New England. This Friday, I'm in Plymouth, Mass. And then on Saturday, I'm actually doing a private show, so nobody can go. But if you go on my website, there's a whole list. I play every Friday and Saturday, and some Thursdays, some Sundays. So if you want to see me, just go on my website.
Terrific. So those in the New England area will have to look
Mhm.
you up. So Pamela, we met on Twitter. You say you have a website, you have a YouTube channel and a Facebook page, and you're all over the place. How do you use social media to promote your work?
I think social media is one of the best ways to promote my work, especially with this Kickstarter thing. I mean, it's people who have known me for a long time, and even that I've lost contact with, they get to see what I'm doing and be a part of it, and with this Kickstarter and with all my pages and everything, people who have little access to me because I have a lot of friends that live in Brazil and a lot of friends that live in Canada, so I don't have much access to them if it weren't for the media. So and they get to share with their friends, and that's how it starts, just sharing with a bunch of people I think it's just super important, and it's actually my main way of promoting my work right now.
Yes, social media definitely gives you access to a much wider worldwide audience for sure. Well, since Amuse Now is about artists helping artists, and you've just gone through getting ready for your debut EP, you probably have a lot of good advice to give other musicians who are just starting out and trying to make a name for themselves, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I think the most important thing is to help other artists first, before you, I think, because everybody today is just, oh, listen to my music, go to my website, come hear me sing. And if every musician does that, no musicians are going to go see each other. So I think it's really important for us to support each other first. Because if I support, my fellow friend, musician, if I go see him or her, if I go watch them perform, then they'll come see me perform, and I'll bring my friends to go see them perform. And if we're a community, then things will flow much better than if we're all about us. I think that's one of the most important things that I've learned, just in this small time. It's just support each other. If we support each other, we'll go far. If we're all about us, then we won't go far, I think.
That's a wonderful philosophy. I've been hearing that a lot lately because, especially those of us who are helping indie artists in the indie community, it is a community and it's not just one person, it's everyone. So I'm glad that you espouse that philosophy too.
Yeah, and the thing is, and I'm not gonna rule myself out of this. I was a lot about that. Listen to my music, and just especially right now with this Kickstarter thing, I've been it's been a real eye opener of 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 it just gave me a new perspective on looking at this, because when you're all about you, people, they're not going to really care. They want to be cared for also. So the thing is, if you show care for your fans and for people that follow you, then it's so much more rewarding for you than if you just, hey, listen to my music and buy my stuff and help me be famous or whatever. That's not what it's about to me. So this has been a real eye opener, this Kickstarter campaign. I'm really grateful for that.
Well, that's awesome. Is there any particular experience that you want to share?
Um, Nothing specific comes to mind, but the fact when people help me and when people pledge to my Kickstarter campaign, it warms my heart. And every single time that I get an email watching somebody and seeing that someone pledged, it just moves me, and I'm so grateful. And it made me want to make people feel that way too. And knowing that people support you and people care for you and people admire your work and want to hear your project and your songs and your voice. It's just a great feeling to have people that have your back. And so for people to have your back, then you have to have other people's back too. So
Well, Pamela, it's been fabulous getting to know you today, and I hope that this interview and being promoted on Amuse Now will help give you that bump you need to put you over the top.
thank you so much, Cynthia. It's been really great getting to know you too.
When we launch our e-commerce site later this year, I hope that you'll consider adding Amuse Now to your music distribution network also.
Of course, that's what I'm all about now. Community. And this, I just have to say, this is really great what you're doing. This is so refreshing and so honest and so real. And I'm definitely going to share it with all my friends.
Yes, tell everyone you know about Amuse Now.
I will.
Well,
I'll tweet it out every day.
well, I wish you all the best, and I hope that the next time that we meet, you've more than met your Kickstarter goal.
Thank you, Cynthia. I wish you all the best too, and really good luck with this amazing project that you're doing.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, Cynthia.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Kahn, founder of Amuse Now. This featured artist presentation has been brought to you by Amuse Now Entertainment. a website that enables artists to profit from their creativity. To learn more about Amused Now, visit us at www.amusednow.com or email me at ccon@amusednow.com.